I'm really excited about these set of books because I said I was going to do younger kid books. And if you've never gotten to see an episode of this show, by far one of my favorite children's cartoons as well. So today we have Bluey. I know, it's childish, but I love Bluey, and if you do too, what character would you be on Bluey? Because we joke here in the house all the time with my son. His name is Nicholas, and we always joke with him that Nana and I would be Muffin. We have a very hard time following the rules, and sometimes we just want what we want. So we would have little temper tantrums, and we would probably be Muffin. But what character do you think you would be in the Bluey series? And if you have no idea yet, please stay and listen to some of these stories, and then you'll have a better understanding. And by all means, if you have the ability to, or you would like to, it is a very wholesome show, moms and dads, grandmas, aunts, uncles. By all means, look it up. It is Disney backed and owned. It comes out of Australia. Adorable, though, by all means, and great lessons for every family to follow, and, just things to have in heart. So, without further ado, here we go. We're going to do Bluey Awesome Storybook collections today. We'll see how many we can get through. I might break this up into multiple parts so that there are multiple stories, because it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 stories in this book. So, I think I skipped a page already. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. So here we go. Bluey, Mom's School. It says Mum School because, again, Australia. Bluey and Mum are downstairs playing with lots of balloons. Suddenly, Bingo runs through in her towel, chased by Dad. Come here! Hee! Hey, Bingo, good work for having a bath, says Mom. Yeah, but she hasn't cleaned her teeth, complained Dad. She's running amok, guys. It's Bluey's bath time, too. I can smell you from here, jokes Mum. But Bluey wants to play Mum's School with the balloons as her children. Their names are Kiwi, Windgust, Dorigan, Lightning Bolt, and Pearl. Those are good for you, Mom. Those are great names. What about that one? Asked Mom, pointing to the balloon floating up on the ceiling. Oh, Greenie. You're such a pickle, says Bluey, grabbing him with a robo-claw. Mom still wants to run the bath, but Bluey's hands her a clipboard to record Bluey's score for being a good mom. Oh, wow. I swear. Mom gives 2 points to Bluey when she suggests Greenie hold her hand so he doesn't fly away. 2 points for telling off Windgust for calling Greenie a cushion head. I don't know what that means. 0 points for putting a cushion on Greenie's head. That's not going to work. 0 points for allowing Greenie to hit Windgust to get him back. Oh no, we're not going to do that. The kids are getting a bit out of control. Maybe it's time for some exercise in the indoor pool, suggests Mom. But Bluey has trouble making them walk together along the hall. It's frustrating when they don't listen to you, sighs Bluey. Yes, it is, agrees Mom. Mom, you know that face. Oh, imagine that. Maybe Bluey can show them how to walk properly. Bun, she whacks him with a roll of wrapping paper. I'll show them all right. Bluey bunts them along the hallway with a roll of wrapping paper. 0 points from Mom. Come on, Greenie. You're old enough to walk by yourself, says Bluey. Greenie finds walking a little tricky, explains Mom. Oh, nonsense, says Bluey. He's got 2 legs this way. Bluey puts all the kids into the pool, except for Greenie. Now, Greenie, if I let you out of there, are you going to behave yourself, asks Bluey. I think you know the answer, says Mom, raising an eyebrow. But other than giving Greenie a bunt with the wrapping paper, Bluey doesn't know what to do. This is her little timeout corner for Greenie, and all the other balloons are floating in the bathtub behind her. Before Mom can offer any advice, they hear Dad and Bingo coming in. I just have to mark this other student. He's in Dad's school, explains Mom as they hide in the shower. Dad gets 2 points for making it fun. 0 points when he gets distracted and Bingo slips away again. And 5 points for the tickling move. I don't want to clean my teeth, says Bingo. You can see Bluey and her mom hiding in the shower. But then Dad stops and examines Bingo. There must be a reason why you're being such a pickle tonight, Dad says. He wonders if Bingo is still hungry. I'll race you to the kitchen, Dad exclaims. Wackadoo! Mom gasps, giving him top mark. Bluey's impression. Maybe she can have another go at dealing with Greenie. Bluey takes Greenie out of the basket, holds him gently. Hi, sweetheart. There must be a reason you keep floating off. Bluey wonders what it could be. Maybe Greenie just likes exploring, but he's not old enough to go exploring on his own yet. One day you can float up as high as you want, but for now, here's a special present, so you don't go too far. Bluey ties a magnet to Greenie's string to keep him down. Because I love you so much, said Bluey. And that's worth full marks at Mom's school. Finally, Bluey jumps in the pool with the kids for a splash. Yay! Nice work, Mom. And Chili's still in the shower. After the bath, it's time to get dry. There you go, darling, says Bluey, patting her kids with a towel. She's almost past Mom's school. Bluey wants to go with the hairdryer, sending the kids flying away. What do we think here? There we go. She's sending them all flying. But one kid floats all the way out the door for an adventure. Greenie. Oh no, she's panicked. Does this mean I failed Mom's school? Asked Bluey, disappointed. Yeah, but that's okay. We all fail Mom's school sometimes. We just start again tomorrow, says Mom. Well, will Greenie be okay? Asks Bluey. Yeah, I think he'll do just fine, replies Mom. How do you know? Asks Bluey, still unsure. Because he's got a good mom. There he is, he's floating high. It's very hard to see because, well, the computer. Alright, we'll do one more. So we're going to do Bluey the Pool with this as well. It's a hot summer day, and Bluey wants to know what the family is going to do. Nothing until you've cleaned your teeth, says Mom, but Bluey doesn't want to. That's boring. Boring things are important too, says Mom. Bluey thinks that if boring things were important, then they'd be more fun. Dad bursts in. Let's go for a swim in Uncle Stripe's pool, yells Dad. Yay, cries the girls. That's kind of how we all look right now in Massachusetts. I know out in the Midwest isn't the same moment here. It is hot, hot, hot. Don't forget the swim stuff, calls Mom. But Bluey, Bingo, and Dad are already rushing out the door and into the car. Mom is such a fusspot. She always makes us do boring things, says Bluey. She does, says Dad. But they get to Uncle Stripe's. Bluey leaps down onto the footpath. It's hot. Bluey and Bingo don't have their sandals. Oh, ee. So Dad ends up carrying them. I'm a giraffe, yells Bingo. Then it's time for Bluey and Bingo to put on their rashies and sunscreen, but Dad forgot them. Biscuits. We'll just have to stay in the shady bit, and we'll put our hats on, says Dad. What hats? Asked Bluey. Let me see if I can... Or Bingo screaming, I'm a giraffe. Bluey does a cannonball into the pool. This is going to be fun. Bingo wanted to jump in too. Dad, can I have my floaties, she asks. Sorry, Squirt. I didn't bring them, says Dad. Bingo's not sure about the crawling thing either. So the crawling thing is the spout that it cleans the pool and it recirculates the water. Bluey wants to swim all the way to the other end of the pool, but she can't go into the sunny bit. You've got no sunscreen on, reminds Dad. Dad, is the shady bit going to get bigger or smaller, asks Bluey. Bigger, for sure, says Dad. I meant smaller, says Dad. The pool doesn't seem that much fun anymore. Aww. Dad, I'm bored. Dad, I'm cold. Dad, I'm freezing. Dad, I'm hungry. Dad, I'm starving. Dad, 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 Dad. How many dads played this game? Okay, can everyone stop saying Dad, says Dad? I think Dad is actually boring. Mom is way more fun, declares Bluey. A warm voice floats into the pool area. Oh, that's nice to hear, says Mom. I brought all the swim stuff you left behind. Mom, Mom! See, this is backwards for me. My mom would forget everything, and my dad would overpack. Mom even remembered to bring morning tea. Ooh, that's delightful. After they've eaten, Mom helps Bluey put on some sunscreen, and Dad helps Bingo with her floaties. So boring things are important sometimes then, asks Mom. Yes, agrees Bluey. Goggles mean Bluey can play torpedo. Floaties mean Bingo can escape from the crawly thing. And Sinky takes you to the very bottom of the pool. Oh, Sinky is like the heavy-weighted toys that they throw down at the bottom you have to dive for. That's how we learned how to dive to the bottom of the pool. My grandmother threw things in. Where you can see all sorts of things. Oh. She sees Mom and Dad above her. So I'm going to stop with those two, and I'll do another video for the next ones. And I think I'm going to get a nice warm cup of tea now that they said that. Because I could use some tea, and it's about an hour after lunchtime, but it sounds good. So I will see you all back here in a little bit for the next set of books.